Welcome back. We begin chapter 7, some months after events of chapter 6. The bread of life discourse was a turning point, and the opposition from the religious leaders in Judea has become so intense that Jesus is now staying in Galilee because, as John tells us, the Jews were seeking to kill him. It's in this tense environment that we see a different kind of challenge arise, not from his enemies, but from his own family. The Feast of Tabernacles, one of the major Jewish festivals, is approaching. Jesus' own brothers, not the disciples, but the sons of Mary and Joseph, come to him with a challenge. They say, "Leave here and go to Judea, that your disciples also may see the works you are doing. For no one works in secret if he seeks to be known openly. If you do these things, show yourself to the world." This sounds like career advice, but it's filled with mockery. They are essentially saying, if you're really the Messiah, stop hiding out here in the countryside. Go to the big stage in Jerusalem and prove it. John gives us a blunt and heartbreaking insight into their motivation, for not even his brothers believed in him. Jesus' response reveals a critical distinction. He tells them, "My time has not yet come, but your time is always here." His brothers could go to the feast whenever they wanted because they were in harmony with the world's values. Jesus, however, operated on a divine timetable, ordained by his Father. He then explains why their time is different from his. The world cannot hate you, but it hates me, because I testify about it, that its works are evil. The world was comfortable with his brothers because they didn't challenge its sin. But Jesus, by his very nature and his words, exposed the darkness, and for that the world hated him. He tells his brothers to go to the feast, but that he is not going up yet. After they leave, however, Jesus does go, but not openly, but in private. He wasn't being deceptive. He was simply refusing to go on their terms and according to their timing. He went quietly, avoiding the caravan of pilgrims to prevent the kind of political scene that had happened after he fed the 5,000. Meanwhile, in Jerusalem, the leaders were looking for him, and the crowds were whispering, debating who he was. Some said he is a good man, while others said, no, he is leading the people astray. But no one would speak openly for fear of the religious authorities. This episode with his brothers is a powerful lesson in motivation and timing. It reminds us that God's plan often looks very different from human wisdom and ambition, while the world and even our own families might push us to seek publicity and acclaim. The path of Jesus is one of submission to the Father's will and timing. He shows us that faithfulness isn't about seeking the spotlight, but about speaking the truth, even when it leads to being hated by the world and misunderstood by those closest to you.